Hey, buddy, buddy, buddy.
Hey, what's up,
Yes,
Vinny?
sir. How we doing?
I'm good, dog. How you doing though?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Life is good. No complaints. A big thank you to everybody for allowing us to take a PTO day. Um,
Yeah, man.
uh, you know, it's crazy. The Hayabusa thing. Hayabusa goes away, and on people keep forgetting that that one episode where Joe went away and went on vacation and Adam had you on, you explicitly proclaimed a favored nations deal.
Correct.
So
As part of that, when Hayabusa went on a hiatus, we happened to acquire its PTO.
yes, we did.
It was gifted to us, actually. Thank you,
Yes.
young Ed.
Yes, it was grandfathered into us. So we are allowed, I don't know, maybe Adam, you need to talk to Joe about PTO at the network.
Well, he eats all his up during the football season like a sicko to watch like a 13-9 game for the Steelers versus the Browns.
Right.
So, some of us do baller things on our PTO day, and some of us watch whoever the Browns are rolling out there. Oh yeah, that pervert. That's right, Deshaun Watson.
Rub.
Allegedly.
Captain Rub and
No.
Tug.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for everybody who also checked in, making sure that we were all right. Yeah, it was mostly on me. Hand up, that's on me. I had a crazy travel day getting back from the old t-shirt selling business last weekend. So yeah, it took me about double the time to get half of the way I needed to get. So yeah, traffic was bad, travel was bad, weather was bad, the whole deal. Rolled in really late, and that mostly prevented us from getting a jump on Final Wrestling Place. And then just during the week, we couldn't make anything happen. So we're here now, and we're here when it counts the most. And thank you, everybody, for your patience and understanding.
I don't know if we're here when it counts the most. We're here when we're here. And you'll just handle it. And like I thought about like rolling out an old best of, at least for the YouTube. Or not a best of, but an old like from the vault to play catch up on YouTube.
An oldie but a goodie.
But I said too fat. Didn't want to do it. But yes, welcome to Final Wrestling Place. I am Tim.
I'm still Marcus, and Mr. Tim, I'm sucking on this big boy right here. You see that?
Pause. Sucking on this big boy right here. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this big gulp, extra large, super duper sized Slurpee, because there is a difference between a Slurpee and a slushie.
Slurpee is a brand.
Correct. And an experience.
Yes, unlike any other, like the Masters.
Slurpees just go down smoother. I don't know how to describe it. Slurpees are smoother, and a slushie like has more like particles of ice.
It's chunkier.
Yeah.
The best way to explain it is that like Slurpees, ices, and slushies are all essentially the same thing. Just like you go to a fountain and you get fountain Coke at different places. But McDonald's, the Coke hits different.
Sure does.
And it's the same thing with a Slurpee versus an icy or a slushy. But as always, hashtag slush life, hashtag slush fund. Same is the same.
Real quick, power ranking: Slurpee, icy, slushy. In that order?
That's the order.
That's the order.
Because a Slurpee is an icy. It is.
Yes, it is. It is.
Correct. Because Icy sold the rights to 7-Eleven for 7-Eleven to be able to rebrand Ices as Slurpees. But it's
all in the family.
That's right. It's all in the banana stand, as they like to say. By the way, I will only hear one flavor of Slurpee as the one true king. Actually, two, because when Blackout was a flavor, that was awesome. Or Pitch Black, sorry, not Blackout.
Yeah.
Pitch Black was good, but Coke for me, man, all day. All day,
Yeah,
every day, Coke Slurpee.
I can't go back. It really is Coke solo. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get to a certain point in my life, but I'm there now. Coke is the go-to flavor for my Slurpees.
You used to be a pina colada guy?
I do really like pina colada, but it just doesn't hit the same. Whenever I'm drinking a pina colada Slurpee, I'm like, it'd be a little bit better. A Coke one.
That's right. That is right. But we're 2 weeks behind. And that's on us again. Hand up. Our bad. But we've got some fun things to cover. We've got another trip through this is a little bit outside of the time period of wrestling not being as fun per se. Our watch-alongs to get people informed into the time period in which wrestling, quote unquote, absolutely sucked. But
before wrestling was made cool again, thanks to
Dwayne,
The Rock.
That's right. Project Rock,
Boss.
$7.
DJ.
Zoa, Terramana,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Papa Tui.
Maui.
Have you tried Papa Tui yet?
No, what is that?
That's The Rock's skincare line, exclusively at Target.
Exclusively? No, I have not.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your goal. I'm not going to ask you to try Zoa. I'm not going to ask you to try Terramana. I might ask you to try Papa Tui.
Okay. Some skincare. I'll get back to you. See.
That's right.
I could do that if you could continue to do your Undertaking.
I'm 2 weeks behind. I did listen, but it just didn't seem like anything. Well, 2 weeks ago, the episode was, should Cody turn heel or should he stay face? And then this week, was the Undertaker talking about the Bone Street Crew. And if the Bone Street Crew, you know what? We're going to do it right now. Hold on.
All right.
And now, Tim Taylor presents The Undertaking.
Marcus isn't ready that we have sounds again. Oh my God, it's going again. Stop. I gotta turn the loop off. Yeah, so he's 2 weeks ago it was, should Cody turn heel or should he stay face? And is it better to chase for the title or to hold the title? But this past week, Undertaker talks a lot about Yokozuna eating turkey legs. He talks about how if the Bone Street Crew faced the Click in like a head-to-head card, what would the card look like?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so here's
pretty much just King of the Ring 1995, right?
Here's the lineups, right? So they actually broke down who was on what side, just in case nobody knows. So the Click, of course, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Nash, Hall, X-Pac.
All right, hold on. Let me write that down.
Yep.
Let me write that down. We got a little project on the fly. We're working on the fly here. All right.
That's right. We grab a hold. We don't call stuff. We're like Chris Jericho. 10 times better than Randy Orton, Chris Jericho.
So we got HBK. We got Triple H.
Yep.
We got Nash, Hall.
Yep.
And 6. Is that the official? I'm not leaving anybody out, right? Those 5.
That's the 5, according to 6 Feet Under, featuring Mark Calloway.
Okay.
The Bone Street Crew is Yoko, Godfather, Rikishi, Undertaker, Crush, Savio Vega, the Godwins, and Mr. Fuji.
Very important ad there. All right.
Very, very important, Mr. Fuji. So they asked what would the
Godfather in
card
house.
be for a Bone Street Crew versus Click card.
Mm-hmm.
And Undertaker put Nash against Yokozuna.
Okay.
He put Razor with the Godfather.
Okay.
And he said he was going to take on Shawn Michaels and Triple H in a 2-on-1 handicap match.
He left all of his dogs out.
And he was going over.
Oh, man. Well, he was taping up those hands backstage in gorilla position at WrestleMania 14. It was very much, we could have got this 2v1 as a bonus to WrestleMania 14.
A bonus attraction. It's kind of like the match after the match after WrestleMania 36 when Drew McIntyre wins the title and then the Big Show comes out. And it's
not talked about enough that it was very seriously considered and from a place of fear that Big Show was going to beat Drew McIntyre. People don't realize that that played off of decades of bad faith and bad booking decisions.
Yes.
That was really messed up for them to do.
Right.
during the first heat of the pandemic.
Right. And still nothing. So he had no matches for X-Pac. But he basically said, but after the two matches he could really settle on was Nash and Yoko and Undertaker versus Shawn and Triple H. And he said all the rest of the matches are squash matches. Because on his side, they've got nothing but monsters.
Okay. That's how wrestling works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let me ask you, looking at the card, how are you booking a BSK versus the Click 5-match card?
We need to lock in the time machine here. So we're talking 97 Shawn Michaels, right?
We're talking probably the only point in time in which all of these wrestlers are on the card together is right before the curtain call.
Okay, yeah. So we're looking at for most of these guys, it's going to be that first quarter in 96.
Okay.
All right.
So
Godfather's not Godfather. He's comma.
No, but it's Godfather.
Okay. It also means Rikishi is not Rikishi.
He is the Sultan.
He's Fatu. He's making a difference.
Oh, he is making a difference, Fatu.
Yeah.
So Fatu is not... Then I'm not putting Fatu in this card.
Okay. I don't think Crush is even there yet in early 96. I think that's later in 96. He comes back with the sword tattoo on his face or whatever.
Is it a sword?
I think a little knife. A little.
I'm glad that you're calling a little knife a sword.
It's like a little sword.
Like when The Rock showed up at Drew McIntyre's dinner to thank him for re-signing with the WWE and giving him a whole sword knife.
Yeah.
Is Drew McIntyre just a big knife pervert?
Nah, I don't think so.
You just called a sword a sword a knife.
Well, the one that was on his face was little in comparison to the rest of his face.
Sure.
All right. Actually, I want to go. I want to go early 96 Triple H versus Yoko. That's going to be funny. Yoko versus Triple H. I also want to go with I want to go with because he's the $1 million kid here, even though they never officially called him that. That's why I call him that, because it's a dope name. All right, so we got Kid.
It's Kid versus Savio, right?
That's what I was thinking. That
it's
feels
Kid
right.
Savio.
Yeah. All right, now let's get to something good. I want Diesel
And Kama.
taking on. I think I want Diesel taking on. I guess I can't fight Mr. Fuji. You know what? I'm gonna headline that. Give me Diesel versus Undertaker here.
Okay, the run back
That's
from
my
WrestleMania
headliner.
12.
Yeah. And that gives us
Sean and Razor still.
Sean versus Razor.
No, they're on the same team.
Oh, they're on the same team? Oh,
They're
yeah,
on
I
the
guess they're
Click.
goodies. All right. So Sean and Razor versus the Godwins?
No. What about Kama? What about Crush?
Crush isn't even there, though.
According to Undertaker, he is. We're not questioning
All right.
lies. Who is he? Bad Terry?
Okay. All right. Well, then let's do
Razor
and Crush. Kama and Crush versus Sean and Razor. That's my card.
And then the Godwins do a run-in.
I should make it a lumberjack match with like Mr. Fuji and the Godwins and Fatu.
What is this, the A show?
Yeah. Oh man. So that's all right, that's the little card. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Taylor, for Tim Taylor's Undertaking. Always a highlight of mine. What else we got to get into, man? I mean, we had Backlash. I mean, that was fine.
Backlash
All-time
was fun.
Environment. Yeah, it was a fun show.
So we don't talk. We're probably the one group on the network that even acknowledges the fact that Uncle Dave Meltzer sits in his very, very crowded junky office and assigns star ratings to matches. But did you see the star ratings for Backlash?
I did. The only one that really stood out to me was the women's triple threat got a 4.5. That wasn't a typo, right?
No. Was not.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Miss Pam's work. Bailey is awesome.
Yes.
I enjoy Bailey a lot. I like Tiffany Stratton a lot. I think she's got a ton of potential. Moves like an athlete. She can deliver a clubbering.
Wait, Tiffany Stratton was in this match?
Tiffany Stratton was allegedly in this match.
I thought it was Mariah May.
No, different company entirely. Different blonde lady.
And
then you have Naomi. Naomi gets the people going. 4.5. It's a little rich. I would have went 3.5. It was really good. It's still really good. But yeah, that was really my only takeaway from Uncle Dave's star ratings. Is that what broke his brain? Is that what Kenny Omega was talking about?
Maybe? I don't even know what Kenny Omega was talking about.
Kenny Omega went on something on the video game channel thing and was talking about how Dave Meltzer like doesn't know what a good match is anymore because Kenny Omega broke his brain.
Huh. I guess from the 7-star matches.
Yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles got 5 stars. Congratulations, Cody. Welcome to the 5-star club. Bianca and Jade versus Asuka and Kyrie got 3. Priest and Jay got 3.5. And the opener of Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, the guy who can't have good matches, got 4 3/4.
Randy Orton is awesome.
I don't care what
love
anybody
Randy Orton.
says. Randy Orton is the next logical step.
You take the ability of Bret Hart and you mix it with the work ethic of Kevin Nash. I think you have the perfect wrestler.
If you were to build a wrestler from the ground up, you'd start with Randy Orton, Michael.
Michael, you really would. Oh man, what a unit that guy is. Speaking of Randy Orton, we got some Randy Orton on tap for today, right?
I think we do. So we are. Well, first of all, I forgot. We have to ask our esteemed bus driver, something. Are you ready?
All right, who's ready for some field tripping?
So we are back in the bus. We are on the cock. Payback 2014. Shortly outside of the timeline for us, but there's just a lot of discourse we don't like about Randy Orton.
Not at all, really. Not at all. Try not to take personal offense to it. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. And if you are on Peacock, it is a WWE Payback, and it is season 2, episode 1, that will put us in the year 2014.
Yes, the year 2000.
It actually really pains me. It pains me how much quicker it is to just like put in the search bar the show you're looking for than actually navigate the WWE tab on the Peacock network.
Yeah,
that hurts my spirit. I don't like it.
Well, that's the way love goes. Does it hurt you more the fact that this match is 10 years old?
Doesn't feel good.
Does not feel good.
Does not feel good. And I don't think we've given a timestamp. We are at 2/17/25.
And it is the face-off betwixt the new-ishly reformed Evolution and the Hounds of Justice themselves, the Shield. So,
and unfortunately, you'll see that idiot clown back there as well.
Oh, your favorite person. But if you will indulge us, we will start the show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And so we've got the lineup, and the first thing I want to talk about is
Chicago?
No, Chicago.
No.
You know, everybody here looks as good as they can look. But there's only one person who's here dressed to the nines, putting on the Ritz, and that is my man, the animal, Dave Bautista.
This is it, right? Yeah, this is Bluetista.
This is Bluetista. And boy, let me tell you, I'm thrilled we are watching this match, if for no other reason than to have Bluetista in my life.
He's immortalized in action figure form 2 times over.
And I got them both thanks to you and myself. We're in here. I have both. Every day I take a look and I'm just questioning whether or not I'm going to open one of them. But the only reason why I have not opened one is because I've technically already opened a Batista.
Gotcha.
I opened the Ultimate Batista. With the world title.
2 loose Batistas.
I can't have 2 loosies of the same guy.
Gotcha. That's order.
That's order.
That's good order. It's 2014. All right, so this is June. I believe June 1st, maybe. This is really early June 4th, something like that. we're in the beginning stages of the WWE Network. That would have got started off with this WrestleMania. It would have been in April.
How you remember that this was June 1st, I will never know.
His brain don't hold a lot, but what it does hold is wrestling.
Hey, let's as this match is going on, I'm gonna sing a song. Sami Zayn skanking down to the ring. Ba 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 ba. Does Marcus know the card? Bum bum.
Oh shoot!
So let's see if you could flex that big muscle of yours.
Okay.
Aside from the no holds barred elimination match we're watching right now, there are 8 other matches on the card. One is a pre-show match.
Okay.
Marcus, do you know the card?
I know that there is a Sheamus and Cesaro match on this card.
There is Sheamus versus Cesaro for the United States title. Yes. Ding.
I know that this is Cena versus Bray Wyatt.
Yes, in a last man standing.
And I think this is also where like the Cena had the Usos, and of course you got the Wyatt family out there too.
That's right.
I should have just done a 6-man tag, but whatever. 2014. I know Dustin and Cody have to be on the show.
Okay.
The question is, who are they facing? We're not in the New Day yet, so it's not the New Day. And it's not the Usos, because the Usos are with Cena later.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Cesaro, so it's not Cesaro and Kid. That's also later in the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the Wyatt family.
Nope. It's a really crappy tag team.
Is it the Ryback and Curtis Axel?
Rybaxel defeat Cody Rhodes and Goldust.
Oh, they won.
Yeah. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, right?
Yeah.
You know, Cody and Goldust, the team that knocked off the Shield.
No. All right. 2014. It's spring. So there's an Intercontinental title match, and that means it's either Miz or Bad News Barrett.
Okay. It is Bad News Barrett.
Okay, it's Bad News Barrett. Okay.
If you pull this out of your head, I'm gonna scream.
You're gonna be really mad.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Because I do know that there is a man who has a little run during this time.
Uh-huh.
You might want to call it a one-shot deal. I think this is Rob Van Dam and Bad News Barrett for the Intercontinental title.
Yes.
Okay. I'm on a roll, baby.
You are on a roll. So you are currently missing a match that ended in no contest, a 3-minute match,
Okay,
and a 6.5-minute match.
Big Dog just did my stand-up big elbow. What's that about? I know that Kofi has to be on the card.
Uh-huh.
$2014.
God, is it crazy that Batista is the heel in peril right here?
Selling. They got Batista in there. That's insane. I can't believe they did Big Daddy Dave like that. Yeah, now he tags in Triple H.
Stupid.
Picking up the scraps.
Give me what I want.
How do you feel about the little tiny...
Hate it. I know exactly what you're talking about. That little stupid iron cross right on Triple H's back.
It's like in the B crack. It's not even like...
It is.
Centered like over the B hole.
Oh, yeah. Here's the match everybody loved. A match 2 years in the making.
Is it Kofi versus Rusev on the show?
No, you're close. You're
Okay.
very close. You have two competitors from two matches.
Okay, so they're split.
They're split. So Rusev is against somebody and Kofi is against somebody. As the big dog just stalks Triple H.
Is it? Because we're also in like getting close to like NXT call up era. So and Big E's been up. So I'm gonna say Big E. I don't so that'd be Big E and Rusev.
Big E and Rusev in the 3-minute match. Yep.
All right. I have no clue who Kofi fought.
It was a no contest.
Okay.
It was Bo Dallas.
Darren Young? Okay, no. Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. You still have the pre-show match and the other 6-minute match.
As a whole, I'm missing a 6-minute match from the show.
Yeah. You're missing the semi-main event.
It's Paige. We're in 2014. Yeah. Just literally pick a diva. Paige. Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
And I'm out on whatever the pre-show was. I don't remember.
So the pre-show match was a mask versus hair match. Does that help you at all?
Only because I had just talked about their great match by text to somebody else on the network the other day. Is it El Torito and the Hornswoggler?
Mr. Six WrestleMania's chocolate doodoo fingers himself, Hornswoggle.
Star of Leprechaun 6.
Leprechaun Origins. El Torito with Diego and Fernando against Hornswoggle with the 3MB.
Okay.
I'm guessing you were talking about WeLC?
I was talking about WeLC, yes.
Dog, we should watch WeLC. We should watch WeLC so hard.
New Jersey Cannonball.
Oh my gosh. What a crap move the Cannonball is.
Yeah, I really only like it. It's Kevin Owens. That's the only dude I want to see doing it.
There's one person who does it where they like do the Cannonball backwards. Is it Darby? Who like
Darby does that. Yeah,
he kicks his legs up and like yeah, that's a cool cannonball. But it's not really a cannonball, it's just like a running senton in the corner.
Yeah. Here's the thing too. If you're doing something off the ropes or something, getting some air under something, Ty goes to the heavier man. I'm more impressed with the cannonball by Kevin Owens. Well, you're telling me like I could get hit by 150 pounds going like 100 miles per hour versus like getting hit with 275 at 75 miles per hour?
Would you rather get hit with a pillow at 75 miles an hour or a stack of bones at 100?
Yeah.
There's a lot more sharp edges on Darby Allin than there is on Kevin Owens.
A lot of sharps.
No, I didn't say sharps. I said sharp edges. Leave my son who is a magnet for buses and shattered ankles and avoiding Mount Everest alone. Okay? Man, it feels like an age ago when Dean Ambrose was in the WWE ring.
Dean Ambrose is like John Moxley going at like 30%.
Okay.
60 maybe. I don't know. It's like you should be in the gifted classes. Like You don't belong in the general ed.
Yeah, you should be in the AP classes.
Yeah.
Like his classes in high school should also count for college credit.
Yeah, like he's not being challenged here.
No, not at all. Not
The challenge
at
here
all.
is like holding back how good he is.
The challenge here is not finding barbed wire and cutting himself and showing how much he loves this business. You know? God, Triple H has the wrinkliest head.
Especially for somebody who didn't gig that much.
It's wrinkly on the sides. It's like his head has like air vents.
Hold on. Are you saying that his head might have been a different size and maybe now it's not as big as it used to be?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What? Substances definitely don't do that to your head.
You would know, wouldn't you? Huh? Cue the music. Somebody hit it.
That's not a thing.
Drag.
At this time, who is your favorite Shield member? I mean, spoiler alert, Shield are going to break up
literally the next night.
Yeah.
Because this is the night before there's always a plan B.
Yeah.
Because this is also the last match for Dave Bautista before WrestleMania 35.
Yeah.
So, I think I was a big dogger. I don't necessarily think I liked really anybody from the Shield. Like, I loved the Shield as a collective. I don't think there was anybody from the Shield who, like stood completely out. I do love that, like, Roman was definitely, like, the explosive one of the group.
Yeah.
And, like, Seth is just... Even here, like, people say, like, they don't understand Seth Rollins' character now. Even in the Shield, he was the architect. Of what?
Yeah.
Was he
that was just a nice way of saying that, like, he's the bump guy. Like,
right. Like, I'm the glue guy.
Yeah,
like,
he's the glue. He's the mechanic.
But, yeah, I just don't know what Seth... I don't think I've ever known what Seth was except for his time with the Authority.
Yeah.
He was the golden goose.
Yeah, the golden child.
Golden goose, baby.
You ain't got to ask me. You know what my answer is. But it is kind of wild. Oh, yeah, that too. It is wild. I think people with revisionist history want to say that, like, because we know 2015 is like a really bad year for WWE as far as the storytelling and the booking decisions and who's getting a push and yada yada yada.
But that's also from like there's a lot in 2015 that like takes place too, right?
Yeah, but they want to pretend that, like, oh, the crowd wanted Daniel Bryan and nobody wanted Roman Reigns, and it's like, that is not true. That is not true. And it's not like Roman got picked at the Rumble either earlier this year because they wanted anybody but Batista. Like, the crowd was always into Roman. Roman always got the loudest ovation from the Shield. And, a couple minutes ago when he was running hot off that tag, just look at the crowd, man.
Right.
They were all up on their feet. Look at him now, barking at the Spanish announce table. You get people standing up. It's not just for the trope. Like, there's Orton getting in on the big dog.
Viper Man.
But,
I think you're revisionist historying the actual revisionist history on Roman.
no,
the fans turned on Roman in 2015 because he became their only choice. And the fans now did not want another John Cena.
Well, correct. And that's WWE's trope of whoever the new top guy is has to be exactly like the last top guy. Even though their own previous success would tell you their best success comes from letting the top guy be their own version of that top guy. Like, there will never be another Steve Austin, but Steve Austin worked because Steve Austin wasn't trying to be like Hulk Hogan.
Right. But like, so the fans turned on him because of the fact that like he was the only option and he was starting to get shoveled down people's throats. In 2014, he was not shoveled.
Shield main evented a lot of shows, got a lot of TV time.
There's 3 members of the Shield, my brother. And
there is.
And he wasn't the singles guy. He was in the tag team with Seth. So how can he be the pushed guy? He's in the tag team. If anything, the fans should have got sick of Dean.
Well, he had that U.S. title reign where he defended the title like 3 times in a year.
Oh, yeah. Real bad look.
Remember when like somebody reminded WWE that he was United States champion? And then like they had him start defending it right before he lost it.
Right. It's like the Money in the Bank. It's like WWE forgets who has Money in the Bank, even though the person literally walks out with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yes.
And they lose literally for 3 months before cashing in.
Yeah, because they got this automatic heat up.
Yep. Cool little spot there from Rollins, and even before then, Evolution doing the Shield punch in the middle, and then Dean doing a stage dive off of the American announce team table into everybody in Evolution. And now Evolution's on their heels while Roman is selling the triple power bomb through the table. So I don't know if people know what phrase we have, the pet name we have for a member of the Shield during this time. There's a pet name we have. Do you think we should let them in, or
maybe hit up the Discord?
No, I'm effing saying it. Get over it. So there's Roman Reigns, there's Dean Ambrose, and there's Meth Rollins. Because he just looks strung out. I'm not saying he's actually doing it, but he just looks... He's got the weird little hair thing, and he's... I don't know.
Did I ever tell you about the time I rolled up to a show, and there was like deathmatch dudes doing meth in the parking lot?
No.
Yeah, it was wild.
Is this the same show that, like, you did the softcore stuff? Uh-huh. Nice. You immediately...
Softcore is in wrestling.
What now?
I said softcore is in wrestling.
No, there's an OnlyFans for that. Oof. So you drove past, you saw a bunch of big dudes with a needle, and you were like, and then you saw what it really was, and you were like,
There was lots of things. Yeah. It was not steroids. That could be 1,000% confirmed.
None of them look to be steroidians.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Nope. No leads on that.
Look at now the big dog's getting surrounded by the old dogs of justice. Man,
Got an Evolution shirt, right?
Yeah, and Batista out here, he is on the go home club. That hair He might as well have just shaved his head bald, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's not a great look for Dave.
Did he have it this way for the movie that came out, the 007 movie? Is that also around this time, or is that a little bit later?
When was Spectre? Let me see. Spectre was 2015.
All right, so yeah, he's probably
November 2015.
So yeah, he's probably filmed his parts and trying to keep the same look.
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see if I can see a picture of...
Because I thought that's what he looked like in Spectre.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, he had that same look. The buzzed head with the ready to go home widow's peak. Oh. Years before Roman Reigns would pop the top, Evolution has popped the top on him. Oh my God. Just whipping him with the Singapore canes, kendo sticks.
Oh.
Man. They are just working him
right
over.
there. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Good for the business.
So these two teams had a match the pay-per-view before as well.
Correct. Extreme Rules 2014.
And that was just like a regular 6-man? Or was that Extreme
Was that
Rules?
an elimination?
This one's the elimination match.
This one's the elimination one. Okay.
Yep.
Then yeah, I think the other one is just a regular 6-man.
Yep.
Should have been
big super dog punch off of the steel stairs here. Oof.
Now I do know that one. That's where Bad News Barrett beats Big E for the title.
Golly. You're a savant.
I do remember that.
Just thirst for knowledge. The indelible peaks or the indelible valleys of knowledge that reside within your brain. Every ripple in your brain is just another crevice of wrestling knowledge.
It's a Cena and Bray Wyatt steel cage match. And D. Bryan versus Kane.
Right. Daniel Bryan's only title defense, right?
Believe so.
Because he's out with the Concussion Jones.
Concussion or neck injury, whatever it was.
Neck concussion jammy combination.
Head injury Jones.
Yep.
A little check-in. How you feeling about your boy, Cody Rhodes?
I'm fine. There's a lot of discourse. So like there's a lot of discourse on the internet and within the soon to be named network about how Cody's title reign is quote unquote boring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just as you just tried to defend Roman Reigns, I'm going to defend Cody.
All right.
He defended the title at a pay-per-view during the draft. They had to have a solid challenger. Okay. They haven't had a chance to really tell a story for Cody after WrestleMania because that coward Roman Reigns left and didn't want no more of Cody.
Watch your mouth.
Okay. So he has a match with AJ Styles. Oh my God, 5 stars, right? That's not good enough. It's still boring. So now
hold on. I don't think anybody's talking about the matches. I think people are talking about the fact that there is no story being told.
Well, there really hasn't been an opportunity. Oh, there's that word again. To really build a story for Cody.
And WrestleMania was 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah. Damian Priest, there hasn't been a story for him.
I mean, he's got the stuff with the Judgment Day that they wrapped up. That was an ongoing story.
Yeah, but that's stuff that
And
doesn't
they put
involve that it involves him, but only because they're with him, and it doesn't involve the title.
But there's their story. I'm just saying there's been no storyline for Cody Rhodes, who is the star of the show.
The story for Cody is that he's defending the title right now. Right now.
Okay.
There has
Big
not
spear out of
been
midair.
there has not been
Bluetista
the opportunity
bomb.
really
Oh.
slipping out.
Oh.
Booyah.
Good stuff right there.
And here's the first
Out
elimination.
Out goes Batista.
Out goes
Dang.
Batista. But now
All right,
Cody's
so
got.
you're saying
Yep, go
so
ahead.
you're saying that there's been at least 6 Raws.
He's
3
not on
hours
Raw
apiece.
anymore.
There's been 6 SmackDowns, 2 hours apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Plus their own freaking network.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Twitter, social media. And there hasn't been time or the opportunity to scrounge together a storyline.
Okay. So WrestleMania takes place. And then there is the WWE draft.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really book a challenger for him yet until the draft kind of takes place. Even though AJ Styles was in place to be the challenger the week before the draft. But even then, the rosters are in flux. So you're going to start something with Cody before the draft takes place?
Could start a story, sure. And just say, hey, whoever's a champion goes to SmackDown, whatever. Whoever doesn't goes to the brand they were drafted on. That took 10 seconds.
Okay. So they have AJ Styles.
Okay.
Maybe if AJ Styles is a little more captivating of a character and he could do something, but no. He's just chicken and rice. AJ Styles was literally just an opponent to prop up in front of Cody for him to have something at Backlash. And this matchup with Logan Paul now screams we need something in 2 weeks.
I really thought that was going to be the SummerSlam main event. So,
well, now I'm quite interested in the fact that it's champion versus champion, title for title.
okay, I didn't catch that part. So it's title for title?
So Cody tweeted earlier today, or has recently tweeted, he's hyping up the match. And his tweet is for all the gold. So it's US title versus undisputed WWE championship.
That feels, as they say in the business, like a Cody lie. We'll see about that all the gold part.
To me, it screams Telegraph Jones. They're not giving Cody 2 belts. And they're not having Logan Paul win the WWE title.
No. It does feel like Brock Lesnar might be out of flight to do a F5.
I think there's going to be a DQ finish, which leads to Logan Paul having a run back and getting another opportunity at Cody at SummerSlam.
There's that word again. We got a spear on Triple H. We got the 1, 2, 3, and we get the
Clean
Shield
sweep.
Sweeping Evolution and the Elimination 6-man tag.
Yeah, and they the Shield dissected the Evolution. Batista first, then Randy, and then the head of the snake, Triple H. And then, of course, we all remember from the night after at Raw, Batista quits again because he wants a shot at the WWE title. They will not give it to him. Batista says, I've done everything you've wanted me to do. I want this. Give me what I want. Triple H goes, nah, you suck. Batista goes, and he does the wave. And he leaves.
Princess wave.
And then we get there's always a plan B, which leads to the stab in the back, heard around the world, that paid off like 6 weeks ago. Literally, this match got paid off at WrestleMania 40.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I do think the Shield is one of the more important and successful things that company's ever done.
In spite of themselves.
In both storyline, in star making, and in match quality. Like, they check all three boxes.
Is the Shield is the presence of the Shield a right place, right time kind of kismet, stars aligning type of deal?
I've always looked at them more of they just impose their will. Like you can look at the in-ring style that's going on in 2011 and 2012, and when the Shield gets called up, like they have an effect up and down the roster as far as the matches that are going on.
Yeah, Survivor Series 2012 is their first show, right?
They make the big debut, Survivor Series 2012, and then I think that TLC is their first match.
First match,
yeah.
To me, I think they're a right place, right time kind of scenario. Like, I think that they ended up being bigger. Not saying they wouldn't have been as big, but they were definitely able to capitalize on the misfortunes of Daniel Bryan, of CM Punk, of Batista being gone shortly after 2014. Now, they did a lot of building in 2013 as a unit, right? Like, nothing's to question their 2013 rookie year as, like, nothing short of sensational, right? Because you have Roman's incredible appearance at Survivor Series that year in 2013. Pretty much running through the entire gauntlet. Roman then at the Royal Rumble. Dean kind of doing his own thing. Seth just being a remarkable accent for Roman in that tag team. But I think that if we did not have the pieces that fell in 2014 the way that they did, with Punk leaving, with Batista coming in and then immediately going out, and with who was the other person that I had said? Daniel Bryan.
Said D-Bry getting hurt.
Like, with those three pieces, that's three holes. And you could say that they kind of all filled the three holes, right? Like, Roman's at Batista. Roman is the unstoppable, animal, charismatic, silent type. Dean has a little bit of Punk in him, but also has a little bit of Daniel Bryan in him too. And Seth is the opposite. Like, Seth has the parts of one that he misses, he makes up for, and then accents the other way.
Yeah. It just helps they took their time making those dudes too. Like, it was like 19 months. They got this, like, not simmer, because I mean they were main eventing and they were all over TV.
Slow cook.
But yeah, they were slow cooked and doing great work for 18 or 19 months before they got split up.
Right. Yeah, but this isn't a Shield documentary podcast. That's not what we're gonna do here. We're just shining a light on some stuff that you might have missed while you were away after the Attitude Era, or after after the Attitude Era and before wrestling got cool again.
Well, everybody's boy was world champion during this time. They shouldn't have missed it.
Well, he was only world champ for like 37 days.
Well, we didn't know that then.
Right. That's true. And then you explain like 2014 and 2015 being like really poor creative years.
Yeah.
It's kind of a trickle down effect. Kind of like what they were talking about at Odds with 1999 WCW being like a very profitable year for them.
Right.
Even though things sucked.
Right. Creatively, they're in the dumps.
They're in the dumps, but they're succeeding in spite of it because of the work previously. 2015 sucks for WWE because of like the slow, like what happens in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But thanks for joining us on our field trip. Do you have anything that rocked for you this week?
It's the same thing that rocked for everybody, man. Like Eddie Kingston being announced as a surprise partner to take on the Elite. Anarchy in the arena. I'm there. Like, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you'll be able to get off? Think you'll be able to get a pass?
Yeah, we'll see what we can work out.
Okay. Because I don't know. You and I haven't seen a pape together in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So yeah, we're definitely good.
Fair enough. You and I got to get back together at least. I don't think I've seen you since Mania.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
It has been a bit. What rocked for me is Jade Cargill.
Okay.
Jade is really like, she's really showcasing herself. They're showcasing her extremely well. So far, like there are things that are like, there were a lot of questions, a lot of doubts about Jade Cargill before her debut at the Royal Rumble. Like how will the WWE handle her? And you talk about Roman Reigns just from the field trip we just took. If they build this right with Jade is going to be a major player for years. Even looking at the small sample size. And what helps is the fact that she's not in the middle of 50-50 booking. Or like 50-50 matches.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Like, she's decisive. When she is in the match, it's game changing. Pace setting. And I'm very curious to see how they end up with Queen of the Ring, where Jade and Bianca are on opposite sides of the tournament bracket, heading into King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi.
Yeah.
Do you think it ends up being the two of them face to face in the finals?
I think there's going to be a lot of medical disqualifications going on.
Well, we've already had a bunch.
We've already had a couple. I think we're in store for some more.
Which, if you're a historian of the King of the Ring, you know that disqualifications is a thing. But so far, the tournament, the semi or the quarterfinals is LA Knight and Tama Tonga.
It's all about the tournament, Monsoon.
Randy Orton and Carmelo Hayes. You want to talk about Carmelo Hayes looking small against Baron Corbin? Wait. One week. Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov.
I don't like little wrestlers. I don't care how good you are. I just don't like little wrestlers. I'm a hater.
They put his weight at 215 pounds. He jackknife power bombed Ricochet on Raw.
I mean, well, that it's at least size appropriate.
No, stop. Get some help.
Yes.
Whatever. And then Gunther's gonna face the winner of Kofi Johnson Kingston and Rey Mysterio.
I'm hoping that it is Gunther and Randy Orton in the finals, because Randy Orton will make a whole match around one chop.
Can't wait.
And I can't wait to see him pull it off.
Gunther's gonna chop him, stop his heart, and Gunther wins.
Orton's gonna do that crumble bump.
Yeah.
Where he
make it look like a hand
pieces.
of God.
Yes. I can't wait.
On the women's side of the bracket, it's Bianca and Tiffany Stratton in the quarters. Nia Jackson, Jade Cargill. It's Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark. And then Io Sky versus the winner of Shayna Baszler and Zelina Vega.
They need to have Nia attack Jade backstage to medically disqualify her.
See, to me, I think it may be Bianca who needs to get attacked.
I think it's Jade who needs to get attacked. Or else, one, you're going to have Jade run through your roster.
Yep. Ronda Rousey.
And two, especially running through Nia, who you could get some decent TV mileage out of a Jade Cargill Nia Jax match of revolving around, can she get Nia up for the double chicken wing gimmick?
I mean, she literally just got Piper Niven up.
I know, and then they'll do it again come WrestleMania. Like, oh, can she get her up? And then she will, and everybody will act like they've never seen it before.
Right.
They do it all the time, and I hate it. But I just think they should probably get some mileage out of this.
Okay. So what do you think the finals of the women's going to be?
Not remembering the brackets at all.
That I literally Bianca, just said to you?
I know. Yep. Bianca and who's on Raw? Somebody on Raw.
It's either Zoe Stark, Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky, or the winner of Shayna Baszler and Zelina Vega.
Io and Bianca feels right.
Okay. And who wins?
Bianca.
Okay.
Bianca always wins. Yeah.
Fair enough. It
should be Io. But yeah.
Cool.
Always bet on Bianca.
That is so true. It's almost Cena must pose at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's borderline getting there. Did you buy anything this week?
Did I buy anything this week? No, I don't think I did.
Nice.
No, nothing that sticks out. Anything for you?
I didn't buy anything either, but I did have some stuff come in. I got some bootlegs came in.
Oh, some booties. Okay.
Some booties. I got my Evolution shirt. And I got my rock concert shirt.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So very excited about those. Specifically the Rockin' concert. Actually I did buy something, and it's interesting. And it's kind of a way for me to hold myself accountable for you guys. I have purchased a membership to Planet Fitness.
Hey, there we go. All right. Let's go.
I will be there. I will be there on Chicken and Rice Tuesday.
Let's go.
So,
all right.
So here's hoping. I'm gonna try to it's right now though, like I feel like the guy from like the DDP yoga stuff, the first guy who was like in the crutches and like couldn't move.
Okay.
Okay. That's kind of how I feel. Like it's not that I can't move, but it's like I cut the backyard today and I got done and like my left knee was on fire and my back was on fire and somehow I had like a ball in my throat and like I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, oh, I'm literally just a trash bag of human being. I'm just meat and bones stuck in a meat bag, jostled around, and sometimes the bones work and sometimes they don't. If they'd have told me growing up consisted of going to bed at night, taking anywhere between 6 to 8 pills, and then a 10 milligram gummy to go to bed, I'd tell them it's for the birds.
All this just to shut down.
All that to shut down. All of it. 2 blood pressure pills, 2 D vitamins, 2 Advil, sometimes 3 Advil.
Advil
And-
PM?
No,
Just straight up Advil.
straight up Advil.
I every once in a while I'll indulge in an Advil PM after a trip from the t-shirt selling business.
Speaking of the t-shirt selling business, you had a wonderful encounter with somebody who may have opened up a brand new world for you and I. So whenever you're ready to get into the gummy candy world,
Oh.
let me know.
Yep, still probably not for me, but the gummy candy, we're talking about the kind of gummy candies covered on Wings on Wings special edition Snacks on Snacks.
No,
Those kind of gummy candies. Oh,
not spicy.
not the spicy ones. Okay.
No.
The ones that make you feel spicy.
You're a big fan of The Wizard of Oz. You love the Emerald City.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you're ready to get on the Emerald Highway, just let me know. We've had multiple times where this has come up where it's like, Marcus, if you ever decide to do X, not ecstasy, but like X is the variable. X is the variable, right? Maybe let me try that again. Hold on. Just take 2. Marcus, if you ever decide to do blank, not the wrestler, if you ever decide to do fill in the blank, let me know. I want to be there for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was filled in for a couple of those. And now there's another one.
Yeah, I don't think
you're ready
this
to go
one's
on the
ever gonna
Emerald
happen.
Highway.
Don't think that's for me, but
You don't know yet.
I will remember that offer.
You know, maybe if you have another weekend like tonight, like this weekend,
You never know.
you never know. We find a nice grill. We both just do a little 2-2-2. Grill some meats and go from there.
What I need is some steroids.
Why are you trying to get another sound clip on add-ons?
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
That's true. We're happy for it.
I really want steroids.
I'm sure you do.
I'm so terrified my heart will stop.
You just need
Like, I can't die before I get to make really good money on steroids. That defeats the whole purpose.
Like, you feel like you're going to be the guy. Okay. So the way you feel about steroids is the way some people feel about sex. First time I ever have sex, I'm just going to get pregnant and that's it. You're gonna be like,
About
first time I
concern.
ever do steroids, I'm
My
gonna
heart
die.
will explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just do a little bit. It's called a cycle, right? Like you don't just full blown Jones. Do you do like a whole dose?
Whole bottle straight in?
No, you don't. I feel like whoever's doing it is doing it wrong. Full bottle Jones. Who are you, Bane?
So I'm trying to be like.
You're just sitting there and you've got the two chicken and rice bottles strapped to your back with hoses that connect into your arms, and then all of a sudden you just get angry enough and you smash the button on your chest, and then the chicken and rice liquefied through the tubes, and you just
Why does everybody talk about steroids makes you angry? I don't think that's true. I think if you have anger in you, it might bring it out.
So you're saying it? You saying that steroids is the ECW of drugs?
Yeah,
It accentuates the positives and hides the negatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you're really happy and steroids just make you even happier?
Dog, that's the gummies I'm talking to you about.
All
Not
right,
the
I have my
steroids.
and you can have your gummies.
Imagine. No, that's what you need to do. You need to hit the Bane button and take a gummy, because the gummy will relax you and stop your heart from exploding, bro. Your body won't know what to do with all the chicken and rice once you take a little gummy.
It'll explode anyways.
No, it won't. Don't say that. What are you, Kenny in the South Park movie with a baked potato for a heart?
Some kid might have came up to Mr. Pig last weekend. And was like, "Oh, cool fanny pack." Want to know what Mr. Pig kept in there. And so Mr. Pig's like, "Oh, couple of markers, some change, some loose bills, some D-ball, a couple of perks." Push those aside.
You should have just said, I just have chicken and rice in here. I'm just clean living.
Personal trainer makes a big difference.
Hey man, maybe when Cesar Bononi is done with Eddie Kingston, maybe Mr. Pig could reach out.
Sure, he's got that good stuff too.
See what Cesar. What do you mean? The hard work and determination.
Dead sweat, yeah.
Sweat, blood, sweat, respect. The three demandments for Project Rock. It all comes back to Dwayne. But I think, is that everything for us tonight?
I think that's it. You can take us out of here.
I will take us home happily with soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com, soon-to-be-named network, proud members of the network, at STBN Network on Twitter. Join the Discord through the Longbox Heroes Discord, or the Longbox Heroes Patreon, or the Ad Odds Patreon, or just hit the wiki up if you know, get on in there, have fun. We've got channels for all the podcasts, including but not limited to Hayabusa, Longbox Heroes, Longbox Heroes After Dark, We Need Wrestling, At Odds with Wrestling, obviously, and a whole bunch of other
very
channels.
Own Jinglemeister.
The Jinglemeister himself, Hit My Music, is there. Love you to Wiki, congratulations. If you know, you know. But just so happy, so thrilled. I'm so thankful to know and to call myself a friend and a peer with those of us on the network across the board. Can't imagine what life would be like if I didn't meet a lot of you guys, excluding Adam. I'm kidding. Nah, everybody's great. Love everybody. If you want to join us on social media, you can at TNM Shows on Twitter, at Not the Tool Man for me at the Wrestling Speakeasy for Marcus. If you know, you know. We will be back here next week. No unscheduled PTO. We'll be back here next week for more Undertaking. By the way, for those of you who were wondering, after further review, Bad Terry did not lie on the 700 Club. Didn't happen. I thought he lied, but it was actually clarified, and I misunderstood what he said. So he's off the hook. That
feels impossible. That feels impossible.
So hold on, I have to talk about the 700 Club really quick. Hold on a second.
And now, Tim Taylor presents The Undertaking.
Okay, so Bad Terry went on the 700 Club. If Bad Terry couldn't have turned into Worse Terry, this is it. But they did a puff piece on Bad Terry, who does not need it. Apparently, there are two versions of the interview. There's the one that made TV that ruined my YouTube TV DVR, because now my YouTube TV thinks I want to watch all the 700 Club. So I have to scrub my YouTube TV for that. I think I'm just going to go scorched earth, cancel, and sign up with a new email address. Shout out to 700 Club. Literally a project from Marcus and I's adjacent hometown. Literally, the 700 Club is filmed 30 minutes from where we grew up on either side.
That's right.
Yep. Beautiful this time of year at Regent University. Am I right? Yeah. But Bad Terry didn't lie. So he does tell a story on not the television interview, but he retells a story that he told on the Roddy Piper documentary, where Roddy Piper dies, and 2 days later, Hulk gets a voice message, not a voicemail, but like a voice text message, where Roddy goes, "I'm thinking about your brother. I'm just praising and walking with Jesus, brother. I'm loving you, missing you, walking with Jesus." So in the YouTube exclusive director's cut of Worse Terry on the 700 Club, when I first heard it, the way he made it sound was that he did the interview for A&E, and as credits rolled, he got a text that said the voicemail came in. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Roddy had been dead for years. So you mean to tell me that years after, while you're doing this interview, he gets a text that's saying that Roddy Piper said, "Just praying, walking with Jesus, loving you, brother." But then on further review, his story lines up with what was actually said in the A&E documentary, where 2 days after his passing, he got the voicemail or the voice memo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the A&E documentary, he said that it was alien type stuff. It was aliens.
But now that can be attributed to
Jesus Christ. Hashtag church.
So he didn't come up with a new lie. He did double down on the original lie itself.
I don't think it's a lie. I think it's Bad Terry not understanding how to use technology and probably keeping his phone on airplane mode for 2 days.
That's what I was also thinking too. Is like he probably had his phone on like airplane mode or something. And
do not disturb. And just he turns it on and then blue.
Well, you know,
I just pray walking with Jesus and loving you, brother. Yeah, so Bad Terry That's where we are on Bad Terry. So, no new lies. Now, however, somebody did pitch in the Discord that somebody did the Lord's work, and they did over an hour-long YouTube video outlining the lies of Bad Terry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to watch that. I'll leave that up to you guys in the Discord and on Twitter. Let me know if I need to do more homework for this podcast. By the way, there's 2 hosts on the show. You can make Marcus watch some stuff too. It doesn't just have to fall on me.
Nope.
Hey, Ed, you got some bad stuff you want Marcus to watch? That'd be great. Thanks. But that is everything. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Love you. And we will be back here next week. But in the immortal words of Conan,
It's enough!
all that's left, Marcus, is to tell the people goodbye.
My boys.